The whir of Sunday mornings. The little metal sifter sat quiet now, its green handle faded to the color of spring peas, chipped around the edges where years of hands had turned it. Once it had been the heartbeat of a kitchen, a humble tin instrument that sang softly beneath the hum of morning radio and the clatter of mixing bowls. It belonged first to Clara May, a farm wife whose days began before sunrise. She had reached for it after the coffee perked and the fire was stoked, her apron already dusted with flour. The rhythm of her mornings was steady. Sift, stir, knead, rise. The sifter would spin in her hands with a soft metallic whir, casting flour into the bowl like a snowfall. Clara May's biscuits were the talk of the county. She never measured, never checked a recipe. It was all in her hands and in the sound of that little crank. Her daughter Lila would sit on the counter swinging her legs, tracing shapes in the flour dust while the smell of fresh bread filled the kitchen. During the war, when sugar was rationed and flour was scarce, the sifter grew quiet for a while. It waited patiently in the cupboard, beside jars of dried beans and the blue enamel coffee pot. When peace returned, so did the sound, steady and hopeful, like a promise that life could be warm again. Years passed. The farm changed hands. Lila married and carried the sifter to her own kitchen. By then, its tin was dented and the handle had lost some shine. Yet every Sunday, she brought it out for pancakes and pies, teaching her own children the secret of a light touch and slow turning. "Don't rush it," she'd say, smiling. "Good things take time. Even flour needs a moment to breathe." When the children grew and the house grew quiet, the sifter stayed on a shelf beside cookbooks and keepsakes. It was no longer used often, but when someone visited, maybe at Christmas, maybe after a long time away, Lila would bring it down. "Do you remember?" she'd ask, turning the handle once more. The sound was the same, a soft, contented whir. Now it sits on a red book, its metal dulled, but its story alive. A simple tool, yet filled with the echo of laughter, the smell of bread, the memory of hands that knew the feel of home. If you listen close, you can almost hear it, that gentle spin of Sunday mornings still turning through the years.